Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Duplicate Success International team call. Today is Monday, March 2nd. My name is Viola Krebs, Gold Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. We are so fortunate to have a gentleman leading today's call who is a well-respected leader in our industry. You will definitely want to have your pen and paper out, taking notes and learning from this one-hour call. He has achieved the position of Ruby Director. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International, a powerful and respected leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared Krebs, are you on the line?
I am. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
the great introduction. I really appreciate it.
Well, we're so happy to be here.
Yes, I am very happy to be here, and we have a lot of recognition to do. Our team has done another amazing job this week, and so I want to get right into this because we have so much to go through, and we'll probably hear from most of the people on this webinar sharing their tips, sharing how they are making their USANA business work, and most importantly, sharing how they're helping other people improve their health and also improve their finances. So first things first, I want to start by reminding everybody of our team DMO. And DMO stands for Daily Method of Operation. Basically, it's three things. And if you can do these three things every day, you are going to be successful. Number one is to use the products every day, AM and PM. Everybody can do that. Number two, read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material daily. Again, anyone can do that no matter how busy they are. And number three, text 2 brand new people per day with a simple invite text. When I thought of quality people I'd enjoy working with, I thought of you. Would you be open to hearing what I'm doing? I have moms with 3 kids who work a job and raise their kids who are able to do this DMO, these 3 things every day. We have corporate America professionals who work 60 to 80 hours a week that are still able to get their DMO, these 3 things done every single day. And I can tell you, if you do these 3 things, you will be successful at your USANA business. And I say to do those about 5 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week. Always take a day off for rest as well. And so you're about to hear from a lot of people who are doing their DMO every week, and it shows because of their results. And so we're going to start with the team recognition, and this is people that are making things happen, especially from last week. So the rank advancements from last week are our main promotion to recognize is Robert and Priscilla Ramirez from San Antonio, Texas. Robert and Priscilla achieved the position of sharer this last week, and a sharer promotion means that you earned your first 50 CVP check. That means commission volume points, but it's a $50 check. A solid sharer earns $50 a week, which is $200 a month, and they're starting to basically replace their product expense. It's basically at this point that their products are becoming free. So a sharer position is really an exciting place to be, and big congratulations to Priscilla and Robert. They were sponsored by Renee and Megan Martinez. So I want to bring, I think Priscilla is on the phone. Let me see here. Priscilla, I'm going to unmute you, and I'm also going to mute Megan Martinez. Priscilla, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Hi, Jared. How are you?
I'm good. Congratulations on advancing to sharer. And
Thank you.
Do you have Robert with you, or is he working?
No, he's actually doing a resume with his sister in the kitchen.
Okay.
So.
That's well. Can you share with everybody what has created your success? Because I know that you've been in USANA for 4 weeks. And you've enrolled brand new clients every single week since you started. So tell everyone what's do you feel has been the biggest secret to your success?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Renee and Megan, for that extra push. Because you guys are the ones that motivated Robert and I to get this far, and I'm not giving up now. And it's really exciting to know that we advanced to the next level. And the DMOs really helped out a lot.
Really? How so?
And what's that?
How so?
It's just getting, like, it encourages you to want to help more people, and it just, you gotta, if somebody doesn't want to acknowledge you, you move on to the next. You gotta think outside of the box.
Yes.
And people around you. There's not just, I mean, if somebody says no, there's more people out there.
Yes, that's right. I couldn't agree more. Well, thank you, Priscilla. And I want to also ask Megan Martinez, what do you feel like has been the best thing about Priscilla and Robert, Megan?
The best thing about Priscilla and Robert is that they have great determination, they're focused, and they really don't let anything get them down, really. I mean, I really had a chance to, kind of, really connect with Priscilla a little bit more this weekend, and, it was really good to know that, they're just going to, they continue to stay positive and continue to work hard, and I know they work hard. I mean, that's just something that's just, I think, in them naturally. They're natural, people who just, give it their best and give it their all. So I think that's a great, how do I say? That's a great,
great attribute.
I can't think of it. Yes, there you go. Yes, great attribute to the team, and they're doing really awesome. So, they deserve the recognition tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Megan. Great job with leading, and great job, Priscilla and Robert.
Hey,
thank you. All right.
Thank you, Megan.
You're welcome.
I'm going to put y'all back on mute. Thank you. So that's a big deal, and congratulations to Priscilla and Robert Ramirez. All right, so let's move on. Our top associate sponsors in the United States last week from our team, number 11 in the United States, Jesus Reyna. Number 27, Viola and Randy Krebs, and number 27, Walter and Karen Stewart. Congratulations to you guys, and I want to see if Jesus Reyna is on this webinar because number 11 in the United States is a big deal. I'm not seeing him there, and we're going to be hearing from Randy and Viola Krebs a little bit later on in the webinar, but I want to hear a word from you, Mom and Dad. Tell us what was, I guess, the best thing about your week last week. What can we learn from you? You're number 27 in the United States.
It's just the persistence that everyone talks about, following the DMO.
Yeah.
And texting or touching at least 2 to 5 people. We heard that last week.
Yep.
Touch 2 to 5 people per day.
Mm-hmm.
And just have fun with it.
Yeah, just have fun with it. Go ahead, Mom.
Yeah, and you're just going through numbers, like you're just trying to figure out, you're not even like trying to convince anyone, you're just putting it out there and sorting through people. I have a class that I go to. I talk to one of the students there, and we're actually in the process of discussing USANA and following up and all that. But it's just such a natural way to just sort through people and not worry about it. Like it's just if they say no, it's just like okay, not like I was in the past when I first started. I'd be really sad, but not anymore. Yeah. It's like you're just sorting through people.
That's a great point. You're not emotionally attached. You don't get sad if they say no. You got 2 more to 5 more every day. You're adding.
Yep.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you for the feedback. That's great for everybody to hear. And let me know if Walter and Karen Stewart come on the line. All right, so next I want to go to the top earning gold directors in the United States. Well, hey, go figure. Number 13 top earning gold directors. Randy and Viola Krebs again. Do y'all want to add anything? Because congratulations. That means you made a very big check last week. And to be anywhere in the top 25 is always an accomplishment. Do y'all want to add anything to help the team with mindset?
Well, you can't do it by yourself, that's for sure. And so having a strong team that's excited and everyone's working towards their different goals, mm-hmm. You just do it all together. You know that you see your name, but when I see my name, I see a lot of people that are making a difference and are actually, their lives are getting better as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mom, for saying so. It sounds like you have a lot of people in your team doing the DMO, because if they're all inviting brand new people every day, then it seems like that's what helps you build a successful business. All right. Also,
Yes, true.
Also, me and Crystal were number 4 top Ruby directors last week in the U.S., and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's on this webinar for all your support and everything that you're doing every week to build your business. And also want to thank you guys because we are 9 weeks through our Executive Ruby run. And so for those of you who are brand new, basically there's two types of levels. There's when somebody earns $2,000 a week for 4 weeks straight, or I'm sorry, 2,000 CVP, which is basically $2,000. When they do that 4 weeks in a row, that means they become a brand new Ruby director. Now, if they do it 13 weeks in a row, then they are solid executive Ruby directors. And thanks to all the great work that we're doing as a team, and everybody's growing, everybody's succeeding, Crystal and I are through week 9 of our executive run, meaning we've made over 2,000 CVP every single week for the last 9 weeks. We have 4 weeks to go, and we will be executive Rubies, meaning that we'll be recognized as executives. We get a special pin and also qualify for all kinds of different things as executives. So I just want to encourage you guys all to build solid, build to become executives at your pin level, meaning that you earn what your pin level says every single week, and then you grow from there. Our next step would be Emerald Director, which is 3,000 CVP per week. Thank you, everybody, for your help. All right, so now we want to welcome our new clients. There's a lot of new clients that started this last week, and the first one, the first two actually were sponsored by Joshua and Dasha Union in Colorado, and actually their name is Sean Stokestead and Kelsey Tard Drew from Iowa. So that's really cool that Joshua and Dasha were able to enroll somebody using videos, and then they were also able to enroll Kedas Lucas from Michigan. So again, Dasha and Joshua are in Colorado, yet they were able to create clients in different states. So I want to get Joshua and Dasha on the phone for a minute and tell us how are you guys doing this, and share with the team. Let me unmute you. Joshua and Dasha, are you there?
Yes, can you hear us?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Outstanding. But just once again, reiterating the DMO, talking to new people. I still have a big list of my friends that I haven't gotten in contact with, but as I get in contact with them, follow up and try to help them become the better person that they want to be.
Okay, I hear you. So it sounds like you're just doing the DMO. You're just faithfully contacting 2 to 5 brand new people a day, doing your follow-up, and then sending them videos. Is that right?
Yeah. And then just catering our nutrition to their needs.
Right? Listening to them, what they say after they watch the video.
Exactly. Just following through with the training that we receive, and taking care of people. I mean, that's our big mission, to help the world become healthier people.
Yep, that's right. You're doing a great job at it. Dasha, did you want to add something?
Just don't give up. That's all I'm gonna say, and keep going. Don't stop on one person. That's what I had to learn the hard way. Don't think about the one person. Just keep going.
Yeah, totally. There's always there's excitement when there's new, and sometimes we get caught up on the old ones that said no that we're trying to follow up with. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and even those that say yes, but eventually they kind of fall off the face of the earth. Kind of keep going. Don't
Yes.
waste all of your time on that one person that's holding you back a little bit.
Thank you for saying that, Dasha. And I want to just draw an analogy to everybody listening because, think about sports teams. Every year, the football teams have to make a new roster. People leave. People that were good players the year before get traded or something happens, and they've got to constantly be recruiting new blood all the time to their teams. We're no different. And sometimes you have these players that stay on your team for 10 years, 15 years, the best. And sometimes you have players that are there just for a season. But do those teams cry? No, they don't get sad. They just keep recruiting new blood. Right?
Exactly.
So thank y'all for leading by example. It's great to hear your voices, and we're going to be hearing from you in a minute as well about your Colorado event. I got a nice picture of you both on stage that we're about to show the team, so be ready to share a few words.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right. So next I want to go to welcome Crystal Rose from Texas. She was sponsored by Victoria Horman. Now Victoria is not on this call because she's in a college class, but she will be seeing this video, this YouTube video. So welcome welcome Crystal, and great job Victoria. I have to give Victoria a compliment because she's 21 years old, she's full-time in college, yet she still makes a check every single week in USANA, and she does it intentionally with a high skill set. So great job Victoria. Keep up the great work bringing in new clients. Also, I want to welcome Melissa Puga from Texas, new client sponsored by Robert and Priscilla Ramirez. Now, Melissa was going to be on this call, but I guess last minute she's not able to be. And Priscilla, I know that this order was a very large order that Melissa made, and it basically was what allowed you to advance. But could you just share a quick tip on what helped you enroll Melissa? You're on.
Just showing her the presentation. She was, first of all, I kept it short, and we gave her the presentation, and she went to a mixer, and she loved the people, she loved the product, she loved everything about it, and she's ready to start her new products.
Fantastic. Well, I like what you said about keeping it short, and also you brought her to a mixer and you made her a shake and then did the presentation. So that was also a great strategy. Holding regular mixers in your home, inviting people, doing a mixer every other week is a great strategy, or every week, just depends. But thank you, Priscilla, for sharing that. And Melissa ordered over, $350 of USANA products. So that's a very big order. So congratulations and great job.
Thank you.
All right, so moving on. Elizabeth Morales Gonzalez is my dear friend from Zumba class that I sponsored this week. Elizabeth actually was a retail client, and she was buying the products from me for cash, and then it came to the time where she was ordering again, and I'm like, you know what, why don't you establish your own preferred customer account? And so she did. So welcome Elizabeth Gonzalez to the team. Also, Nate Blue, new client that Crystal and I also sponsored. Sheila, his wife pictured here, was my client that I sponsored 2 weeks ago. I helped Sheila with the reset lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Now I want you guys to know that it wasn't by accident. I talked to Sheila the day before she started her reset. I told her to buy the 5 apples and a bag of baby carrots, and I said weigh yourself in the morning and let's talk every day. Then I talked to Sheila every day. How's your reset? How's your reset? Sheila, actually, I had to troubleshoot with Sheila because she felt so full, because the reset makes you feel good and full. And anyway, make a long story short, I gave Sheila a lot of attention. And by the end of the 5 days, Sheila got the 5 pounds. She released 5 pounds. Her husband saw it, and so he wanted to do the reset, so he became a client. So I can tell you guys that good follow-up is very important. When you have someone on the reset, you want to be talking to them every day, texting them every day. And then after their 5 days, I said, Sheila, I know you want to lose 10 pounds. Well, what you got to do is get 2 shakes a day and get the vitamins again, because you're going to need those. So Sheila made an additional order as well. So your reset is just the beginning. Then you have to talk to the client and help them make their second order after the reset. It's very important. Everybody on this call does that very well, but I'm saying that for the newest people in the room. Give your clients the good attention that they deserve, and they will order again and again and again. Also want to welcome Ray Camacho back to the USANA family. Ray was an associate that kind of fell off for a while, and he contacted me, and I've been keeping in touch with him, and now he's a client. He's ordering lots of products just for his health, and he'll probably be starting his business back up again in April. So welcome back to the team, Ray. And then I also want to welcome Erica De Leon, a client that Crystal and I sponsored. This is actually all Crystal's work. My wife, she works with Crystal at the MAC Cosmetics in the mall. And Erica became a client today, actually, and she is on the Baby Care Essentials. And then I also want to welcome Christine Johnson, a new client sponsored by D. Cummings. Now, Christine is pictured on the far left of this picture. And my mom has a very quick story to share with you about how this went down, because it's kind of a neat story. Mom, could you share for a minute?
Okay. Yeah, this was Phyllis and Dee's mixer and that we had last week. And so you can see that the woman that's sitting there, actually the mixer was over. And we did not even think she was going to order anything. And at the very end, it's like everyone's ready to leave. She said, wait a minute, I want to order products. And she whipped out her checkbook. And so we were all like, well, we don't usually do checks, but let's figure out the tax. And so, we were all caught by surprise. And I just want to tell you, I wish we would have remembered to take her picture, because this is the only picture we have. So I would just say, as she became a client that night, and you never know who's going to order products. But also, I kicked myself when we were driving home because I didn't get that picture. And I know it's not the end of the world. However, it would have been nice to actually see a nice picture of Christine.
Thank you for sharing that, Mom, because it's a good story and it's definitely something everyone can benefit from.
You're welcome.
Take that picture and always never know what you're going to expect. These mixers. Okay. And then also we don't have a picture of Valerie Barnhart from Florida, but she is a new client that was introduced by Kimberly Philo, who works with Sherry Bender in San Diego. So this is our team member in San Diego coaching a team member in Florida. And so Sherry, could you say a few words about this enrollment? Sherry Bender in San Diego.
Can you hear me? Okay?
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, hi. So Valerie is a friend of Kimberly. Kimberly's in Florida. I'm in California. Valerie I have never met, but Kim called me and said, hey, I have a friend who's interested in USANA. So I did, I took her information and I called her, and she's a busy working, traveling person, and she also has a child and just has some very clear-cut kind of health and wellness practices, and so I just recommended some USANA products that would really just coordinate nicely with what she's already doing, and talk to her about the quality of the USANA products and how they're pharmaceutical grade, and she was not aware of that. And so we had a nice conversation, and I want to say she ordered she ordered quite a few things. So she's eager to get started, and I was appreciative of Kim for connecting her with me. So I think she has some more people waiting in the wings that are interested in USANA as well.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Sherry. And I want to just tell everybody, a referral partner is somebody who enrolls in USANA that does not want to build a business, yet they do have a business associate account. So Kimberly is Sherry's friend, and Kimberly is just sending people to Sherry. Sherry's doing all the work, and then Sherry is enrolling these clients in Kimberly's business. So that's a referral partner. If you come across somebody who's ordering over 200 volume points, but you know they don't want to work USANA, tell them, hey, you can be a referral partner. Just pay $29.95 for your BDS, make your 200-point order, and now you have a business center. And when you send me people, I will place them in your organization. So that's what Sherry's done. And Sherry, I just put you back on mute, but great job, and thank you for leading by example and showing the team what a referral partner is and how it works. All right, so let's continue on. Special recognition. Now, this is a really exciting story. I'm going to try and bring on Rene Martinez if he's on the phone, but if he's not, I'm going to have Megan share this story. But Carlos Tijerina from Pleasanton, Texas, had horrible arthritis and plantar fasciitis for over 10 years. Now, USANA is not a cure, okay? So USANA did not cure Carlos, but when Carlos's body started getting all the nutrition he needs, for the first time in 10 years, he's not in pain. So Megan, I just unmuted you. Could you share the story about Carlos and how you knew him before and what he's done since?
I'm so hesitant.
Are you there, Megan?
Okay. Oh, Renee's not on the phone?
I guess not. I don't see him.
Okay. All right. So you want to know how we met him?
Well, just tell us about how he was before, like the pain he was in before, and then what he's told you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He actually I met him for the first time at my in-laws' house, and he was having really, problems with his back and his feet and pretty much his whole body. And we were, we had talked to him, and I know Jared, you had talked to him too on getting on getting set up with USANA and stuff. And at first we had problems like with his product and things like that. We couldn't really get it in. And he just started taking them. I think he's on them for 3 weeks now. And he went to the gym a couple of days ago for 3 hours. And he has not been to the gym in over, it's been years since the last time he's been to the gym. And I couldn't believe it because he told me he was there for 3 hours. He exercised. He was on the elliptical. He lifted weights. And then after he was done, he felt fantastic. And even when he was not exercising, he lost like 8 pounds just taking the vitamins, just taking the supplements, which was awesome. We could not believe it. And then when he told us that he went to the gym and worked out for 3 hours, and the next day he felt good. He wasn't really sore. And he joined the gym where I work. So he is really he is recovering big time, and he's seeing big time results, and that made us so excited.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that, Megan. This is a real big win for you, especially because he's part of your friends and family that you guys know really well, but also for the whole team, because we love to see somebody who's been suffering for so long finally get some relief. And my mom had also dealt with plantar fasciitis for several years, and I've seen my mom's whole life change because of the USANA products. Again, USANA is not a cure, but man, when your body gets the nutrition it needs, it's phenomenal. So thanks, Megan. Great work.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes. All right, so Carlos, I actually want to get him on one of our webinars, maybe next week, to have him share his story personally, but yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. Next, I want to go to recognize everybody that was at Challenge U. Challenge U was an event here in San Antonio. It was a 2-day event, and honestly, it exceeded my expectations big time. I didn't know what to expect, but when I was there, it was so powerful. I just want to recognize everybody that from our team that made the event. You see pictured from left to right. You have Robin Alviso, Victoria Horman, Megan Martinez, Carmen Gutierrez, Jesus Reina, Priscilla Ramirez, Khalid Medina, Miguel, and myself. Also not pictured as Amy Gonzalez, Jason and Terry Hander, and Sims Aldover. We had a great group there. We learned so much, and actually I want to call on somebody who we haven't heard from yet, who was at Challenge U. Carmen Gutierrez, I'm going to unmute you for a minute. Carmen, can you just share with everybody what you learned from Challenge U and what was the highlight for you?
Hello?
Well, you're on. We hear you.
Hey, okay. Well, what I learned at U Challenge, it was perseverance. That everybody had one goal, and I just learned from that. Something happened that it made me realize lots of things, and that's basically what I am right now. Just to persevere with good attitude and follow up. That's it.
Persevere.
Plain and simple. Like the guy on the video, just do it.
Just do it. That's right.
Yes, I play that thing.
No, thank you for sharing, Carmen, and I want to really give you a compliment because you basically didn't know about Challenge U until this week, and you made the decision on the fly just to invest in yourself last minute, and you made it, and you got a lot out of it. So kudos to you for investing in your education.
Thank you for helping me, too.
Yes, you're very welcome. All right, and I also want to hear from one more person that was at Challenge U here that is on the line. Khalid Medina, I'm going to unmute you. All right, Khalid.
Hey, Jared.
Yes, tell us, what was the highlight for you from Challenge U?
The biggest highlight was probably just hearing from Brian Volpe. I mean, just like really feeling, I was able to empathize with like just the fact that this is a journey, and you're gonna have ups and downs, and just you reap what you sow, so just keep sowing, and when it's your time, and just stay consistent, and
Yeah.
you're gonna reap what you sow. So good things.
Right. Well, thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that, Khalid, because that's very true. And Brian Bolke, for those of you who don't know him, he's an Emerald Director here in San Antonio. He's been in USANA for 14 years. And he's gone through, I mean, he started USANA when he was 19 years old, okay? So he was very young. And now he's, what, 33, 34 years old. And he's gone through so many ups and downs and, you know, building, and everything's going great, and he actually got really vulnerable with us and shared, you know, when his father passed away, like what happened, and how he basically could not continue. Like he felt like, you know what, I can't continue my business, like right now I need to take a break. But his team just continued to push, and he became an Emerald Director, which is someone who earns $3,000 a week without even having to do anything, because his team just kept going. And I can't even honestly put it into words. You just had to be there. But it was definitely, like for me, the highlight was the stories. Just seeing people go through ups and downs and staying consistent, like Khalid said. Not only that, but seeing people from all backgrounds and walks of life. A PTA mom named Gwen Burnell, who's one of the people that helped me start in USANA, was there. She had a great story. And people that were very young to people that were baby boomers, everybody in between. You guys have to be at the next Challenge U, especially if you're in San Antonio or in the Texas area. It was that good. These events are so important. We're going to be we're going to be promoting the next big upcoming events here at the end of the webinar. But thank you, Khalid and Carmen, for sharing your benefits from Challenge U. All right, so next I want to recognize Joshua and Dasha Union. Look at them, all dressed to the nines, representing in Colorado. So there was a big weekend event in Colorado Springs this past weekend, and so I want to unmute Joshua and Dasha and just hear from you guys. What was the highlight for you going to your very first USANA big event?
Well, it was it would have to have been the most. I mean, since we hadn't been to one, you know, having Jordan Kemper there, Jen Grover, Dr. Troy Spurl, you know, and just talking about like the belief in not only like the products, but kind of in yourself was very enlightening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was the biggest takeaway from that specific event, was just having the belief in not only the products, but in yourself, and just our organization as a whole. You know, just that entire encompassing factor of belief, and how belief, or your belief, it can affect many, many different components.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Everything is belief. And quite honestly, that's our job, is to just continue to build our belief. And we do that by attending events. By doing our DMO, right? What you guys are doing.
Yes.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, and you guys look like $1 million up there. By the way, both of you.
Yeah, well, I was pretty nervous though, Jared.
I feel like we're overdressed.
Well, y'all were just so professional. So, Dasha, can you share also what was the highlight for you?
I can say that meeting Jordan Kemper was really, really great, because, you know, you watch the videos, and people watch the videos of him talk and explain what USANA does, and then actually meeting him in person and actually having him talk live, it's different, and it's so much better. And Dr. Troy was really awesome too, and some of the information that he shared, it just really stuck.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing, Dasha, and also I want to compliment both of you because you had an associate there with you. Wendy Union is Joshua's mother, and she flew from Dallas to spend the weekend with her son and attend this event. And those of you listening on this webinar, you know that the highest paid skill is to have your team members go with you to the events. That's the highest paid skill. So I want to honor you, Joshua and Dasha, for succeeding in having a team member attend the event with you. That is a very good first step to mastering the highest paid skill in what we do.
Thank you, Jared.
Yes, you're welcome. Can't wait to talk to y'all and hear all about it. All right, so going back to the next slide. All right. If you want team recognition, this is just a reminder for those of you, but some of you are new. We have a USANA clients page, and this is a private page that we've made with our team. When you create a new client, you want to recognize your client, and how you do that is first you add your client to the group. So you add them by putting their name here, and you have to be friends with them on Facebook first, and then you do a post, and you want to put something like, everyone help me welcome XYZ friend client to the USANA family, give a little post, and then put a picture of them. You guys all know we have all kinds of clients coming in every week, and everyone likes it, everybody comments on it. So this is what you do. When you sign up a new client, you make sure you add them to the USANA clients page and build that team, build that loyalty, build that recognition, because people want recognition more than anything else, and if you give it to them, they're going to stay with you. Next, if you sign up an associate, you want to add them to the Team DSI page, which is our private Facebook page. You do the same thing. You add right here. You put them, you of course add them to the group. Once you've added them to the group, then you do a post. You tag them with a picture, and that is how you put them into the business side of what we do. Okay, so the clients go in the client page. The business people, the business partners go in the Team DSI page, and they go into the client page. You have to do 2 posts when you have someone starting up in your business, but only 1 post if they become a client. Lastly, hybrid solutions. Actually, this is for associates only. So when you enroll a brand new associate, you also have to add them to the hybrid solutions group. Now this is the entire USANA, well, not the entire, but this is 5,000 USANA associates. So this is a big group. This is all people that are not just in our Team DSI family, but this is all over the entire USANA family. And this is a great way to find stories. So you see there's closer to 5,000 members now, but you add your new team member, do the same thing, do a post, have everybody welcome your team member. Now, the value of hybrid solutions is stories. Remember, guys, stories is what sell. Stories is why people sign up. People don't become clients or associates because of what ingredients are in the products. They become clients or associates because of the stories that you tell them. So if your client has a problem, say with allergies, you go into hybrids and you type in allergies and you share someone's story. You got to tell them USANA is not a cure, but my colleague XYZ person took the products and this is what happened for them. Or you can type in diabetes, or you can type in whatever and find stories and share the stories and make sure you're compliant. Don't tell them that USANA is a cure, because USANA is not a cure, but you want to share the stories of these people who had the same challenges, and you do that by doing search group and hybrid solutions, and that is the best way you're going to create clients. I can tell you now, if you bore your clients, if you bore them with all the details of what ingredients in each product and all the comp plan details, they're going to run away from you. They're not going to sign up. So do what works, tell stories, and focus on stories. They're going to want to get the same results as their friends and colleagues. All right, so now we're going to get into the training for tonight. And it didn't turn out perfectly on this slide, but it's fasttrack.onebody.info. This is the Fast Track manual. Now, we're going to make a new recording of the video, and it's actually going to be done right now, because what happened is our old Fast Track manual our old video is too long. It ended up being 1 hour and 24 minutes. That's just way too long. It needs to be more like 30 minutes, okay? So my goal here in the next 30 minutes is to go through this Fast Track manual, and it's going to be recorded as a video for you to use with your new associates. So the other thing, the reason why we started 15 minutes late is because we've revised the close and we've made the close easier. That's the hardest part of building, is to do a proper close to where they sign up either right then at that moment, or you have another appointment to sign someone up. So you're going to see when you watch this that the close has been simplified and the startup forms have been simplified. Okay, so if you're watching this, write down this link, fasttrack.onebody.info, and by tomorrow morning, the new Fast Track manual will be made and it will be live. Right, currently, if you go to this link, it's going to be the old it's going to be the old manual, okay? So, but we're going to go through this. Let me just make sure that I have, I need to, since this is going to be a recording, I need to change the font here of this. Just give me 1 second, guys. Let's go in and change the font. Gotham Thin. What is Gotham Thin? And by the way, my dad has a video editing software now. Thank you so much, Dad. So that he can cut out from when I start this webinar, so there's not going to be a bunch of fat or fluff. This is going to be very quick, and this is going to be smooth, and I just want to make sure that these slides look right before we do a huge webinar. Okay, again, this is going to be a 30-minute video is my goal. I'm going to just say that it's my goal. I'm going to go through this as fast as possible. I think there's no more fonts I need to change, actually, now that I'm looking at all this. If you're watching this right now, it's get your pens and paper out, because this is going to be really good. And before I get into this recording, I want to welcome Helen Lau and her husband, Ken, who recently became Sharer Associates. They promoted their business to Sharer in the very first week that they enrolled. They were not on last week's webinar, and unfortunately we cannot hear them on this week's webinar. But nevertheless, Helen, I want to say welcome to the USANA family, and Ken, if you're listening, I also want to welcome you. We're excited to meet you at the next big event and hopefully hear your voice on the next webinar. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're already recording. This is the training segment for tonight. Get your pens and papers ready. And I'm going to go ahead and leave a few seconds of silence, and then I'm going to go right into the webinar, the training segment. Well, hello everybody. Welcome. Actually, sorry, I'm not going to say everybody. Good thing we got video editing software doing this, Dad. Okay, is everybody on mute? Okay, everybody's on mute. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, I want to welcome you to USANA Health Sciences and our team, Team DSI, Duplicate Success International. My name is Jared Krebs. I'm pictured here with my wife Crystal and our dog Tasia. And we've been USANA clients for over 10 years. The products have changed our life completely, and the business has also been the biggest blessing that we could have ever had. I actually started USANA as a guitar teacher, and I was making very little income. And in the last 10 years, I've been a full-time associate for 8 of those years. So it's been just a phenomenal experience, and I want to welcome you personally to our team, and we're going to go through a quick overview of what's going to help you get results in your first week, but also in your first 10 weeks. So first thing, you need to have the Fast Track manual. The person who introduced you to USANA should have given you this manual. It's a 10-page document. If you don't have it, you can go to this website right now and print it out. You're going to need it before you go through the next several slides. So, if you have your manual, go ahead and open it up and go to the next, I guess this would be page 2 of the manual, the Fast Track manual. There's 3 steps that you're going to accomplish. And today you're going to finish step 1, which is complete the Fast Track manual. After you do this, you're going to meet with your sponsor for a game plan session. That's step 2. And then you are going to launch your business with the help of your sponsor, and that is step 3. So first thing, I want you to take a moment and write down, why are you doing USANA? And don't just tell me that it's for, financial freedom or something vague. Be specific. What is that financial freedom going to do for you? Do you want to improve your health? Do you want to send your kids to college? Do you want to retire early? Write down the things that matter most to you. Take a moment, please, and do that. Next, I want you to rate your belief on a scale of 1 to 10 on the USANA products, the company USANA, the profession of network marketing, and yourself. Just do a gut check on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 meaning the highest and 1 meaning you have very little belief. And it's okay wherever you land on these 4 quadrants, but your sponsor is going to help you with this, and so is our team. And honestly, when I first started, my belief in the profession and myself was kind of low, and that got solidified by attending events. But go ahead and just write down whatever that is really quickly. Next, we're going to talk about your first week of business. So add this number to your cell phone, 801-954-7200. That's USANA's distributor service line. You call that number whenever you need any help from USANA, and if you have any problems with an order, or if you have a client that you're working with that you need help with, or an associate. And also in the notes section of your phone, add your associate ID number. This was the number that was issued to you when you first enrolled in USANA, because you need that number when you call the distributor service line. They always ask, what's your ID number? Next, you're going to log into USANA.com and locate the following things here: My Auto Order, Shop All Products, Ask the Scientist, Team Manager, Volume Report, and Genealogy. And I'm going to walk you through what that looks like. And then, of course, you can also go through this with your sponsor when you do your game plan session. But here's what it looks like. First thing, you go to USANA.com, and you're going to see a place for customer login. Again, that is your associate ID number. So you're going to type that in and put in your password. If you don't know your password, click on First Time Logging In, and it will allow you to set up your password. Once you log in, you're going to see a page like this, and you're going to click on My Business on the top left side. I'm sorry, you're going to click on Shop and Orders on the middle left side, and you'll see a tab called My Auto Order. It's circled here in the picture, and what's going to pop up is a page like this that's going to talk about your auto order. Now, this keeps your business active every 4 weeks, and you got to remember that you're going to run out of products. Your first month, you have basically a 28-day supply of products. So I order my products every month on my auto order. That allows me to save an additional 10%, and it keeps my business active. So expect to do your auto order every 4 weeks at a 100 volume or a 200 volume point order to keep your business active. Next is Shop All Products. Now, Shop All Products is when you need to do a one-time order. Let's say that you need an extra bag of shakes because you ran out and your auto order is not for 3 weeks. So you're going to want to click on Shop All Products, and you're going to see a page like this, and you can go choose the products you want and then check out, and you can actually get paid on that order. You can place that order in your tree, and again, your sponsor can explain all the details of how that works. But that's just so you guys know, that's for one-time orders, or if you have a client that wants to try the products one time, you can also do that here. Next thing to know is Ask the Scientists. Now, Ask the Scientists is actually found in the My Business tab. You see on the top left, it says My Business. You click on My Business, and then it's Ask the Scientists. And, oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. It's the Training tab. Please forgive me on that. It's the Training tab. The bottom left, it will take you to Ask the Scientists. Now, why is this important? Why am I showing you this in the very first week of your business? Because if you have somebody ask you a question like, what's in this product or what's in that product, you know, you can go to Ask the Scientist and you can type in what you're searching for. You see in the yellow there, someone typed in Sansei. That told them all about the skincare products. If your prospect's asking, well, what type of, you know, what type of product is in the fish oil, you know, what type of fish oil or whatever, you can go in there and type in fish oil, and it'll tell you everything that was ever asked about fish oil. And if your question is not there, then you can ask the scientists a specific question. So you can always come back, and that's a resource that you should definitely use. That's your first place to go if someone asks you a product question. Now we're going to My Business. Okay, so My Business is on the top left. You see My Business, it pops up there, and then we've circled Team Manager. Now Team Manager is where you're able to look at your USANA organization. So that's going to take you to a page like this. You're going to click on Volume Report, and that's in the middle there. Now, volume report is going to show you what your paycheck is. Now, again, the best way to learn how all this works is to go out and actually hold a mixer and roll some clients so you can see a real-life example of how this works. But I'm going to give you a virtual example, and this is the volume report that shows up. This is just an example of an associate, and we're going to circle certain things here on the volume report to help you understand. This may seem foreign to you right now. You don't have to understand every detail, but I'm going to go through this quickly just so you can have an overview of what the volume report is. So the volume report is your paycheck, and basically the volume report, first thing you need to know is volume left and volume right. This is a volume that was created this week. The USANA week ends every Friday, so it's from Saturday to Friday. So this is the volume points that were created. The next thing to know is the rollover volume. Those are the points that carried over from the previous weeks in your business. And then the total volume is the combination of the volume left, volume right, and the rollover. Okay? So in this particular associate, they had 1687 left and 257 right. So their check would be 5140. And then their CVP you see there is the check that they're making from their business centers. So this associate had a $51.40 check on their 01 and a $39.40 check on their 3 business center, and so their total check is $90.80. All right, so next thing you would click on is the tree. Now you see the tree thing there, I circled it. The tree is how you look at your organization in more of a picture view. And you can click on tree, you can see your Business Center 1, Business Center 2, and Business Center 3. You can see the people in that business center. So you can go around and explore all that. That's basically the minimal things you need to know. You don't need to know a bunch of details. Those are just the main 2 things to know about your back office right now. And you'll learn more as you go through. All right, so now we've gone through some of the basics of your website. That's pretty much all you need to know. We want to get you focused on contacting other people and helping other people get results. We don't want to get stuck with all this online stuff, okay? So let's get through this quickly, but those are the main things. Next thing to know is that we have a team website called createduplication.com, and there's a members area password. It's duplicate123. You can go see archived training webinars. You can go there and download any forms that you need. It's all very simple, and this is our team, okay? Duplicate Success International. Next is setting up your business. Create a Gmail account. Set up your USANA My website and set up auto deposit. And you see that link right there, autopay.onebody.info. You can go to that link and download the form so you can set up direct deposit. All right, next we're going to be going to My website. So that is found in My Business. Again, you click on My website. And when you do that, you'll be prompted to create your website. And again, you can just upload a nice photo of yourself. I would share a very brief story and then save it. And you can choose the name of your link. My link is called jaredcrystal.usana.com, and that's basically what we use when we share our USANA business with prospects. Now, I do not use my website all the time. I usually have people watch these videos and I do the strategies that I'm about to share with you. However, it's nice to just have the website. Okay, next is the Monday evening webinars. Okay, so here's the thing. For you to be successful, you've got to be training on a consistent basis. And Monday night at 8 p.m. At Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, I want you to mark this time in your calendar and make this your training time. Commit to this Monday 8 p.m. Central Time, because our team gets together every Monday. It's exciting. You get to hear from the associates that are succeeding. You get to see the new clients that were enrolled, the new associates that just got started. You get to learn a training tip every week, and this is the glue of our business. Now, we understand, if you have an anniversary or if the kids have a soccer game and you miss a training, you can always watch the recording, the YouTube video recording. However, if you want to create a team that is successful, your team is going to do what you do. So if you're on the training every Monday at 8, your team will be on that training every Monday at 8. And you'll see, they are a blast. Now, how do you find out about that? You're going to text @TeamDSI to 81010, and then respond with your full name. Okay, so you pull out your phone, do that really quickly actually, and make a new text message, and in the phone number you're texting to is 81010, and the message is @TeamDSI. If this is confusing to you, ask your sponsor. They can help you make sure you're getting our texts, because all notifications are sent via text. Also, connect to our Team DSI on social media. Be active in the Team DSI private Facebook group. The link is right there, but most likely you've been added and welcomed already to this group. All right, so let's talk about the DMO, the daily method of operation. If you do these 3 things 5 to 6 days per week, you are going to be successful. You know, USANA is not a get-rich-quick. It's not an overnight thing. This is a perseverance. This is just like anything great. It takes time to build. But these 3 things, what I love about it is anybody can do it. I have people that are in corporate America that work 60 to 80 hours a week. They're still able to do these 3 things every day. I have moms with 3 kids that are able to do these 3 things every day, no matter how busy their life is. So these 3 things is number 1, use your USANA 3 product lines. Use the shakes, use the vitamins, use the skincare, and the energy drinks. Use the products. Be a product of the product. Number 2 is invite 2 to 5 hot market prospects to view a USANA presentation every single day. And we're going to show you how simple that is with text messaging. It's so simple to do that. And number 3 is spend 15 minutes on personal development. Watching this webinar would count for 15 minutes of personal development. But honestly, you've got to also do GoPro. And there's other things, 15 minutes minimum. This is non-negotiable. For you to be successful, you've got to work on your skills every single day. Just like an athlete works on their skills, you've got to work on your skills with this. And just please be teachable and do that 15 minutes, because that is the key to your success. And personal development is reading, watching, or listening to something that's going to help you with your business skills. All right, so the first 10 weeks of business, the first several goals here are listed. Number 1, become a Platinum Pace Setter, which is enrolling 4 associates for 1,600 sales volume points within 8 weeks. That video there will explain it, and you can go over this again with your sponsor when you meet with them. The next thing is to establish 3 business centers with a 200-point auto order within 6 weeks. If you ordered anything less than 400 volume points at your beginning, then you only have 1 business center. And you have 6 weeks to get up to 3 business centers, and you do that by doing your 200-point auto order, okay? And then launch your business. We want you to host a home event or a local event, maybe attend a local event, or host some webinar sessions within really your first 72 hours to first week. And our most successful clients, I'll tell you a story. I had some people enroll, and they enrolled on a Thursday, and they hosted a home event at their house on a Saturday, sending out texts to their friends, and they were able to enroll 5 brand new clients, and eventually one of those clients became an associate, and that happened within 3 days of enrolling because they hosted a home event. So that's the best thing you can do, but also webinar sessions, local events are great. And make your money back. We want you to be able to make your money back in your first 10 weeks of your business, so make a goal to do that and share that with your sponsor. Okay, so my commitments and goals are, go ahead and write down your Platinum Pace Setter deadline. That's a 56 days from your enrollment. The day you signed up, count out 56 days from there, that's 8 weeks. Go ahead and share your income goal with your sponsor. Go ahead and write that down. Maybe your goal is to make $1,000 or $100, $200, whatever it is. Go ahead and share that with your sponsor. Commit to how many hours a week you can work your USANA business. Even 5 to 10 hours is good. Obviously more is better. And my health goal. What is your health goal? We want everybody to be a product of the products. Auto order. Do whatever it takes to stay on auto order. If necessary, share a part of your auto order with family and friends to alleviate some of the costs in the beginning. Within 8 weeks, increase from 100 to 200 point auto order for more products and increased earning potential. And if 200 points of product seems pricey, you can share the cost. I have a client, actually an associate, that every month she has her family buy 100 points, and she buys 100 points, and that keeps her active at the top level. And go ahead and write down when your first auto order is scheduled. It's scheduled out 4 Fridays on the 4th Friday from your enrollment. And again, your sponsor should help you figure out that date. So ask your sponsor to help you figure out when your first auto order is scheduled. All right, guys, so let's get into growing your business and how your business is made. And it comes from the GoPro book by Eric Worre. This is also a book on audio. And this is the most important thing for you to be studying right now. And if you don't have this, you need to get this as soon as possible. It's only $12. You can buy it at networkmarketingpro.com. You can look it up on Google, GoPro, Eric Worre. You'll see it. And you can get the audiobook for $12, or you can get the book itself for $12, or get them both. But there's 7 steps that you need to master to make your business work and make yourself successful. And we're going to go through each one right now. Skill number 1 is finding prospects. There's 3 types of prospects: business builders, referral partners, and preferred customers. Handwrite the Hot 100 list, okay? Don't just look in your phone and say, oh, they're all in my phone. Because you want to handwrite these so that you can work with an active list with your sponsor. And do not prejudge. Everyone goes on this list, okay? I want to just tell you, mother, father, in-laws, grandparents, children, you see the categories: brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, nephews, cousins, people in your current address books, your cell phone contacts, wedding invites, roommates, class lists, social media. Here's a rule of thumb. The people that you think are going to do this, they may not do this. The people that you think won't do this, they might do this. So again, the goal though is not really to convince anybody. It's just to give people a shot, just to let them see a video or to attend a mixer and get practice. So the most successful associates will take a moment and just write this out. Pull out your cell phone, go onto your Facebook, and just write name, number, name, number, name, number. If you don't have their number, just write down their name. And if I told you that the key to making your money back and having a successful long-term business was to get this list done right now and just stop the video and write them down, would you do it? That's my challenge to you. Go ahead and pause this video, write down at least 100 names using the Hot 100 template. I can tell you that I know how serious my new team member is by if they come back to me with their list filled. So I want to encourage and challenge you to do this right now. Go ahead and push pause, and then we'll start again. Okay, going to skill 2. Skill 2. This is oh my gosh, this is so fun. This is what gets the job done, and we've seen so many associates, if they follow the directions exactly, they're able to get enrollments quickly. So by sending a text, you have some choices. First thing is the first text you see right there. Hey, first name, I was thinking of you today. How are you? You know, warm them up. Send them some things. Don't even talk about your business. Just see how they're doing first. Then you want to go to one of these 3 options. Okay, you see it says face-to-face meeting invite. Here are your 3 options. When I was thinking of quality people I'd enjoy working with, I thought of you. Would you be open to hearing what I'm doing? Great. When can we meet up? So that would be the second text you'd send if they say, yes, I'm open. Next one, I'm launching a new business. I really want to take I want you to take a look at it. When can we get together in the next few days? And then the next one, I've just started a new business. I need to practice my presentation with someone I trust. Would you be willing to meet me for a Starbucks and let me practice on you? All right, so any one of those are fine, but just send them out and see how people respond. Decide, okay, these are the people I'm going to go for the face-to-face meeting with. Then you have the group event. Now this also is great. You obviously have to choose a date with your sponsor. Now if your sponsor is in a different state, that doesn't matter. Your sponsor can still be available over the phone while you invite people over to your house, make them a shake, and show them a video. So this is very simple approach. You don't have to have all this skill to do this. You just invite people over and blend them up a shake and show them a video. So this is basically it. Do you have any plans on Saturday? Saturday at noon. I just started a new business. I'm having a few select friends over to the house to learn more about it and sample some of the products. Would you like to be on my guest list? All right, so that's a very simple text, and that's actually what the couple did that was able to create 5 new clients in their first 3 days. They held that mixer at Saturday at their home. But again, even weeknights are fine. Now, the video presentation invite, this is a whole separate way to do it, and this is where you're having your prospect watch a 10-minute video. So we have team members that enroll people in different states. Like I have a friend that's actually, I'm in Texas, my friend's in Utah. I sent him a video, and he became a client. So it's very simple. Step 1, hey, I was thinking of you. How are you? Step 2, and this is all via text or Facebook Messenger. When I was thinking of quality people I'd enjoy working with, I thought of you. Would you be open to hearing what I'm doing? Step 3, and then they're going to say yes. Step 3, if I send you a link that explains everything in 10 minutes, could you watch it real quick? And they're going to say yes. Okay, here's the link. Can I call you afterwards to discuss? They're going to say, okay, sure, whatever. When is best time to call? I'll call you then. So, and then you see it says side note. You have 2 other links. You have a female option and you have a Spanish option. Okay, so basically we have a male option, a female option, and a Spanish option for this 10-minute video. I like to use the female video for females. I like to use the male video for males, and that's basically what I do. Over the phone, that's also a great way. Sometimes it's nice to just give someone a call and go right into it. So you have some options here. Again, you're going to choose what works best for you, but phone is also great. Step 1, I would call you and say, hey, hey Bob, I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it's really important that I reach you. Do you have a few minutes? They're going to say, sure. I say, okay, Bob, you've always been so supportive of me, and I appreciate that so much. Or you could say, you know, Bob, you've always been successful. I've always respected the way you've done business before. So one of those 2 options for step 2. Step 3, you go to the direct approach. Bob, I'm launching a new business. I really want you to take a look at it. Or you'd say, Bob, when I thought of quality people I'd enjoy working with, I thought of you. Would you be open to hearing what I'm doing? So those are 2 options. Or you can do direct approach. You know, Bob, I've just started a new business. I'm scared to death. Before I get going, I need to practice presenting on someone friendly. Would you mind if I practiced on you? So whatever you feel like is going to work, that's what you do. Okay, choose the one that works best for you. Now, when they say sure, then you go, okay, if I sent you a YouTube video that explained everything, would you watch it? And if they say yes, then okay, you go right into that. Get a time commitment. When do you think you could watch the link for sure? Step 6, confirm. Okay, by the way, most people fail at step 5. So if you want to be really successful, focus on step 5. When do you think you could watch the link for sure? You need to get a time commitment. Like if they say, oh, I can watch it right now, okay, great. If they say I'll watch it tomorrow, then you say, okay, well, for example, step 6, if they say they'll watch the link by Tuesday night, your response should be, so if I call you Wednesday morning, you'll have watched it for sure, right? Step 7, okay, so that's important that you have that. So if I called you, you'll have watched it for sure. Please do that. Step 7, what's the best time for me to call? And then step 8, great, I've got you on my calendar for Tuesday or Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. We'll talk then. Got to run. So these are the things that are really important for you to do when you do the phone call. Again, you're going to get practice. And main thing I want you to remember is, why did you sign up in USANA? Did you sign up? Did you start USANA because you wanted to improve your health? Did you start USANA because maybe you thought you could help others with their health? It's not about you. Just give them a chance. I'm so thankful that 10 years ago somebody set a script to me so that I could change my life and my wife's life. USANA has been so special to us. So if you get nervous, think about them. Think about what the benefits to them could be. Okay, so we've gone over the approach, and now there's the presenting. Again, you're going to be learning as you go. You're going to be learning while you're earning. But there's 3 types of presenting that you have options, and I would say make a goal to master all 3 of these skills over time. Okay, you have the in-person presentation, which is using a USANA newspaper. You have a group event, which is hosting something at your home. And you have a long-distance presentation, which is sending a 10-minute YouTube video and doing Skype, or just using your telephone after they watch the 10-minute YouTube link. So those are the 3 ways that I do things every week. And I just do what feels best to my heart. You know, if I feel like I should meet with someone and do a newspaper, then I will do that. I like to hold a group event personally every other week. About every 2 weeks I'll host my own event. Sometimes when I'm building really actively, I'll host something every week. And I do long distance pretty much every day. I'll send a YouTube link out to at least 2 people when I'm doing my DMO. So let's talk about each one. The Health and Freedom newspaper is designed for you to meet with someone face-to-face and show them a great tool, which is, you see there on the table, the newspaper. Now there's a video that will train you, and it's actually listed there at the bottom. You see it says practice.onebody.info. That's a 15-minute video on how to present the newspaper. You're going to get 4 practice presentations from your sponsor. The first 2 you see there, the sponsor will complete the full presentation for your prospects. Then the third one, you and your sponsor split the presentation, and then the fourth one, your sponsor watches you complete the full presentation. So that is how you learn the newspaper. You practice, just practice on people. It doesn't even matter if they start and become a client or associate. In fact, I'm telling you right now, take all the pressure off yourself and just tell your friends and family and people that you're going to practice on that, you know what, I don't even care if you enroll. I just need to practice on someone. You know, can I buy you a Starbucks? and let me practice on you. And that takes all the pressure off of your friend or family member, because people hate being sold. So don't sell them nothing. Just ask if you can practice on them and buy them a Starbucks and see what happens. That also works very well with the home mixer. All right, now when you do that presentation, you're going to need to bring these things listed: the newspaper, the income chart, the getting started form, and the product price list. So that is all listed right there, and those links are there. You're going to have to be prepared. Okay, so moving forward, there's the home event. This takes it from high tech to high touch. Have samples. I love to make my new my guests a full shake. So when they walk in the door, I'm like, awesome, thank you so much for coming to my home event. What shake would you like? Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry? And then they say, and usually I have somebody helping me who makes the shakes, and make sure they know how to make them really good. I use ice cubes and water. I don't actually use milk or anything like that. I use ice cubes and water, and in a blender. It makes a nice creamy shake. And they're like, wow, this is only ice cubes and water? And they say, yeah. And so that's how you start your event off, by making your guests a shake. Then go into the slideshow or play a video. You'll learn as you go. And if your sponsor can be there present, great. If not, have them on the phone. There's a page 6 of this document actually will explain to you how to do a home event. Next is the hotel or conference meeting. There's emotional magic, social credibility, and think duplication. You want to make this a long-term goal, especially if you don't have USANA associates in your local area. You want to maybe team up with other people, do something big every 3 months. But if you've never done anything like this, don't worry about it. Just focus on doing in-home presentations, and you'll be trained on this stuff later. Okay, now getting back into your online presentation, this is a very simple approach. This is the best for working from home. We send people a 10-minute YouTube video, we talk to them on the phone afterwards, or we do Skype or Google Hangouts, but it's just live online, and this is a great way to create clients and associates. Personally, I have associates that are in different states. I have not traveled to their states. I have worked with them all just over the phone, and they are very successful. And it really has nothing to do whether you're there in person or not. It's just about giving your clients and associates the attention they need, and you can do that with technology. And you'll be trained on this as well as you go. There's also a little website here. You see 3steps.onebody.info. That's 3 simple steps to presenting over email. And there's also an entire list of USANA videos available at the youtube.com USANA Health Sciences page, which is a company page with all the official company videos. And that's what you're going to see when you go to the web page. You'll see this step 1, 2, and 3 that basically says it basically says, here's what you do: send them this email, have them watch the video, and step 3 is the close. All right, so now we're going on to follow-up. I want you to know that it takes an average of 4 to 6 exposures for a person to join. Condense those exposures for better results. The only reason to have an exposure is to set up the next exposure. So in the example of a home mixer, if you do a home event, if your client comes to your house or your prospect and they try a shake, that's 1 exposure. If they meet somebody who's been a USANA client before and the client tells their story, that's another exposure. If they see the slideshow, that's another exposure. If you send them home with a CD by Dr. Ladd McNamara that tells them about the products, that's another exposure. So in one home event, you could actually have 4 to 5 or 6 exposures all at once. And that's usually when you can create an enrollment the first day. But if they don't sign up the first day, it's okay. They might just need some more exposures. The key is that you set a follow-up meeting. The most successful people set follow-up meetings before their clients leave. So if you were my prospect, I would make sure I gave you the information. I'd introduce you to lots of different people at my home mixer. I'd tell lots of stories, and then if you enrolled that night, great. If you didn't, I would say, here's a CD. I want you to listen to this CD. Go home, look at your finances, and then we'll talk in a day or 2 days. What day is better for you? Then they're going to say, okay, I can talk in 2 days. Okay, I could talk at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. Would that work for you? Okay, great. I'll call you 7 o'clock on Tuesday, and if you're comfortable at that time, then, of course, you could, make your client order or become an associate. So please make sure that you set up a follow-up time and you continually do the follow-up exposures. Next is helping your prospects become customers or associates. So at the end of a video or at the end of a presentation with a newspaper, all you have to do is read the scripts. And it's in the manual that you have printed out. I'm going to give you some tips. Be emotionally detached. Assume a yes. Sell yourself as much as you sell the product or opportunity. Be prepared. You're a consultant, not a salesperson. Ask more questions. I cannot stress that more enough. You are not there to sell them. You are there to tell them stories about other people's success. If you're good at being a storyteller, they're going to sign up. If you try and tell them every little ingredient and every little product, they're going to run, and they will never sign up. So please do not talk about every ingredient. Please listen to them and tell them stories. You're going to be trained on this over time, but I can just tell you that's the keys to success. The other key I wanted just to say that's been so successful is to not talk about yourself, to talk about them. Ask them what they like, what they're looking for, and be interested in them, not interesting. Again, you're going to learn more and more as you go, but here's how you do it. Please keep it simple. This is it. This is how we have our associates create success at the very, very beginning. At the end of whatever presentation, whether they watch the video, they were at your home mixer, or if they did a newspaper presentation, you're just going to open up your manual and you'll go to skill 5 and you just ask the question, what did you like about what you saw? And then they're going to say, oh, I like this, I like that. You say, tell me more about that. They're going to say, oh, I like this and that. And then you just ask this question. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 5 meaning you'd like to try the products as a client and 10 meaning you'd like to try the products and also make money as an associate, where are you? And they're going to say they're either a 5 or a 10, or somewhere in between. Now, if their answer, you see at the bottom, if their answer is 1 through 5, move to the customer closing script on page 6 of the Fast Track manual. If they're a 5 through 10, complete the 4 closing questions by Eric Worre, which are listed there. And you will need to give them the getting started form and the price list. So let's go into what that looks like. If their answer is 5 to 10, you ask them those 4 closing questions by Eric Worre below. Question 1, hypothetically, based on what you've seen, if you were to start USANA on a part-time basis, approximately how much would you need to earn per month in order to make this worth your time? And they're going to say, oh, I'd have to earn $1,000 a month, or $500 a month, or $4,000 a month, whatever they say. Then you're going to ask question number 2. Okay, you write that down. Okay, how many hours could you commit each week to develop that kind of income? They're going to tell you, oh, I could work 5 hours a week or 10 hours a week. And then they're going to say, you'll say, question 3, how many months would you work those kind of hours to develop that $2,000 a month income? They're going to say, oh, I would work a year at that, or I'd work as long as it takes. That's the best answer I like to hear, because then I know that they're really committed. Some people are going to say 6 months, 8 months, whatever. So whatever they say, you go to question 4 and you could say, okay, if I could show you how to develop an income of $2,000 a month, working 10 hours a week over the next 8 months, would you be ready to get started? And they're going to say yes. You say, okay, great, here's the getting started form and product options. Then you're going to hand them those 2 documents that you see pictured, the getting started form and the price list. Then you go to the next part of the script, which is listed there. I just read it. I'm going to walk you through the getting started form and also the USANA price list right now. Hand them the forms or email them the links at that moment. First, I would like you to look at page 2 of the Getting Started form. Do you see at the top where it says you will need to purchase the business development system for $29.95? That is step 1. Next, you will need to choose between options 1, 2, 3, or 4 to activate your business. This is a one-time startup activation order. Each option has certain benefits, but I want you to know that however you start is fine with me. Would you prefer your earning potential to be $1,000 or $3,000 weekly? So they're going to tell you. Then you're going to say, okay. If they say 1,000 weekly, then you're going to say this. Okay, we can customize an order from the price list of 200 to 250 points, or choose a 250-point enrollment package listed on the Getting Started form. Which option is best for you? And just go with whatever they choose. Okay, they can choose the weight loss pack, they can choose the basic business pack, or they can do a customized order with the forms at the bottom. Then if they say 3,000 weekly, then you're going to say this. Okay, you can make a customized order of 400 to 500 points with the price list, or choose one of the pre-made enrollment packs listed on the Getting Started form. Which option is best for you? Then just whatever they choose. They can do the Fast Start pack, the Couples pack, the Cash Back pack, which is a retail pack. Basically, they'd sell the product to their friends and make their money back quickly. Or they can do a customized form or customized order with the price list and the Getting Started form. And it's your job to help them make that decision. So you have to talk to them, ask them if they're a couple, maybe they do the couples pack, or if they have special needs, then you're going to have to basically go that route. All right, so moving on. Then you're going to collect the details. Okay, great. What's your shipping address? What's your email address? Go ahead and ask them these questions. What is your social, date of birth, credit card? Which card did you want to pay with? And go ahead and collect all that information. Okay, now we're going to move on. All right. So after you've collected their contact details, then you're going to go to the customer closing script. Now, again, that's an associate we've just gone over. But for a customer, you're going to say, okay, what are 3 areas of your health that you would like to improve? They're going to tell you, I'd like to improve my weight, I'd like to improve my joint health, I'd like to improve my sleep. So you're going to take notes, and then you say, okay, what would you be willing to spend on a daily basis to improve in these 3 areas? And then they're going to say, oh, I'd be willing to spend $5 a day, or $10 a day, or some of them say $20 a day. I mean, sometimes people say high amounts. So you're going to say, okay, sounds good. Here are your options. Our basic plan is $3 to $5 daily. It includes the Essentials by Omega and an extra optimizer or food product of your choice. Our intermediate plan is $5 to $8 daily. It includes Essentials by Omega, Reset, and extra bag of Nutrimil optimizer of your choice. Our optimal plan is $8 plus daily. It includes a customized My Health Pack, Reset, and extra bag of shakes. Which plan is best for you? And then just be silent and let them respond. And whatever they say, you go with. And then you say, okay, so let's choose the products from the price list. Using this form, we can build you a program to help you achieve your goals. Then you hand them the price list or email them the price list link. And then you write down the products they chose on page 1 of the Getting Started form. And then you proceed to collect their information. You end with these questions here. You want to tell them first, a 3 to 6 month commitment is necessary to see optimal results. Would you like to receive your products every 4 weeks, saving you additional 10%? Move to collecting the contact details. Great. What's your shipping address? What's your email and phone number? What form of credit card would you like to pay with? Credit card, expiration, security code. I'll take care of this right away. Your product's going to arrive in 3 to 6 days. I will email you today your new customer account info. And why don't you call me when your products arrive? Thank you for investing in your health and becoming my client. We're going to change the language to client because that's more of a classy way. We don't use customer. Client is much more classy. And then go ahead and fill out their information right there. Have your forms printed and ready. I cannot emphasize this enough. You've got to have your forms printed and ready. Skill 6 is duplication. There's three keys that are to simple duplication. Number 1, a strict getting started process. All DSI members follow the 1-2-3 step system in 72 hours. Number 2, simple daily method of operation for everyone, DMO. Number 3, serious commitment to training and leadership development. And again, there's the DMO, daily method of operation. You see it right there. Use your products every day. Invite 2 to 5 hot market prospects to view a presentation, sending them texts, and spend 15 minutes or more on personal development material. The best people spend an hour a day on personal development. Usually I do that in the mornings when I'm getting ready and I'm, getting ready, showering, all that. I'm listening to audios. I'm listening to the GoPro audiobook and working on my skills that way. Skill number 7 is promoting events. This is the highest paid skill. It is your responsibility to attend events, lead by example, commit to 4 big events yearly. Don't announce, invite, promote the events. Commit to 2 local events every month. That's like 2 mixers. If you hosted 2 home events, that would be great to start your business off strong. So these are the 4 events that we commit to every year. Every 3 months there's a big event. So Danny Johnson is in the first quarter of the year. This event already happened for 2015. The second quarterly event is the USA event in Las Vegas, April 24th and 25th. Third quarter event is the August convention, Salt Lake City, August 19th through the 23rd. That's the most important event of the year. And then the fourth quarter event is the GoPro Recruiting Mastery, which is October 14th through the 17th of this year in Las Vegas. That is by the GoPro author Eric Worre himself, and it's a very special event all about building this type of a business. So that is our calendar, and I will see you at all of these events. And commit to these events, because really the best people, the highest paid people, the people who help the most are the ones who have the best skills. And this is where you go to get your skill sets. So when you launch your business, these are the steps. When you host a home event, you're going to step 1, pick your date. Step 2, build your list. Step 3, invite. You're going to go through all this with your sponsor. Step 4, set up your home event. Step 5, verify the invites. Oh, that's so important. You've got to call them on the day of the event and say, hey, are you still going to be making it over tonight for the event? Very, very important that you do that. Step 6, make sure you're ready. The mixer is 30 minutes before showtime. That's where you're mixing shakes and visiting. Then the event itself is 30 minutes, so it's a 1-hour event. Step 7, close the new customers and associates with the getting started form and the price list. Use your scripts. You should see how beautiful it is when we have an event and all the associates get together with their guests after the event, and they sit there and ask their guests the closing questions with their fast track manual right there. It's awesome. And step 8 is optional. You can use prizes and incentives. Again, you'll be talking about this with your sponsor as you prepare for your first home event, but this is definitely the fastest way to get clients and associates. And if you don't have a place to do a home event, you can find a place. Ask a family member if you could maybe have an event at their place, or get a meeting room of an apartment complex, or even a meeting room of restaurants. There are several restaurants that will allow you to do a home event. Of course, be creative. Find solutions. Action step now. So that's the most important thing, is that you lead your guests to do one of these things. Either get them, lead them to enroll as an associate, lead them to become a client, lead them to do a one-time order, or lead them to a follow-up meeting. If they don't enroll, you have to have that follow-up meeting. It's so important. Rookie Library, the LifeMaster CD, that is on your auto order. You can add that. That's the most important audio for you to be listening to right away. And then the GoPro book, again, that's probably right up there with LifeMasters as well. The GoPro book and the audio book. Making the Shift CD by Darren Hardy was included in your BDS. Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. Rise of the Entrepreneur DVD. And there's the link, risemovie.com. And subscribe to networkmarketingpro.com for free. These are the things you need to be reviewing in the first 10 weeks of your business. 15 minutes a day. Make sure you get that audio, get that book in. That is the key to your success. And then after 10 weeks, we have a lot of associates hit the 10-week wall, and it's just normal. I'm just warning you in advance. If you feel stuck after 10 weeks, maybe you felt like you contacted a lot of people, maybe you need to do some troubleshooting, you're going to have another meeting with your sponsor after 10 weeks. We're going to review. How did these first 10 weeks go? What were the highs? What were the lows? You should be talking to your sponsor every day. You should be calling your sponsor every day and telling them what's going on, or every couple days. Hosting an event with your sponsor every other week or so, and take some action to help some people. But regardless, no matter what happens, we meet again in 10 weeks, and we will do your next level training, which is another video and manual to help you break through that 10-week wall, because I believe in you. I believe you can break through this 10-week wall, and I believe you can go on to have a very successful career in USANA, just like I have and many others before me. So thank you for being on this webinar. It says a lot about you that you took the time to watch this video and follow the directions. I want to encourage you to meet with your sponsor as soon as possible and talk about this manual with them and make a game plan to host your first event, get your first videos out, and do your first newspaper presentations. Okay, guys. We are officially done with the training segment. That was longer than usual, and we had most of you stay on the line, so it's really cool to see that everyone's still here. We're going to end by doing upcoming events and then doing any questions or feedback. So upcoming events in San Antonio this Thursday, March 5th, we're going to be having a mixer at the home of Zeke Reyna and Annabelle Trevino. Their address is right there. It's on our Facebook page. RSVP to me if you're going to come to the home mixer. And then This Saturday, we're going to be having a mixer at Renee and Megan Martinez's house, and that's in Pleasanton, Texas. And it's going to be awesome from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And also, that's on our Facebook page, and contact us if you're going to be attending that mixer. And these are obviously our local. Now, those of you who are not in Texas, if you have an event and you want to let us know about it, we will post it on this webinar every week. So Sherry in San Diego, Becky in North Carolina, Joshua and Dasha in Colorado, let us know when your events are. We have several people from all over the U.S. that are on these. I know our big team in Utah is also having events. So please let us know when your events are, and we will promote them. And then, of course, we have Las Vegas, April 23rd to the 25th. This is the next big event, guys. This is the most important thing you can do right now, is to go to this event in Las Vegas, because Eric Worre himself is going to be there, the GoPro guy, April 23rd through the 25th in Las Vegas, and I'm going to just share how this works. Okay, it's going to be at the Red Rock Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's 3 events in one. Event number 1 is High Performance Summit. That's for Gold Directors and above. That's $129. So if you're a Gold Director and above, get yourself registered for that. That's a special advanced training for Golds and above. If you become a Gold or above by then, I will buy that ticket for you, okay, if you're listening to this. Number 2 is the Gala. So this is where it starts for the entire USANA family, and that is Friday night, April 24th. It's $49, and that includes a 3-course meal. And we're all sitting together, and it's an award ceremony, and you're all dressed up, and it's a blast. So that's Friday night in Las Vegas. And then Saturday is the national event. It's an all-day training with Eric Worre himself and a lot of the top USANA leaders, and that's $75. And so I would plan, if you're not going to go to the first event, to budget $125 for your ticket, so you can go to the Friday night event and the Saturday day event. And then the Red Rock Hotel is $150 a night if you get it through the USANA room block. And there's also people going to be going that you can get roommates with. Okay, so that is what you can plan for. And then for the Gala, we're hosting a table. We're going to be getting a table. So if you want to sit at the table with me and my parents, then let us know you're going. There's 6 spaces left. So if you want one of those 6 spots to sit at the table with myself and my wife and Crystal and Randy and Viola Krebs, let us know. You can be with us at this event. We can go through it together. Then in August, this is the most important event of the year, hands down, USANA International Convention, August 19th through the 22nd. We fly on Wednesday, the 18th. We're in Salt Lake from Thursday through Saturday. We fly home the 23rd. There's, oh my gosh, over 10,000 people. I get goosebumps thinking about this event. This will be my 10th convention, and it is just so special. You get to tour the USANA facilities. You get to hear from Dr. Wentz himself. You get to hear from Dr. Oz himself. You get to learn from the best people from around the world. USANA International Convention. Plan on it. Mark that in your calendar. And then the last event of the year will be GoPro. This event's already sold out, but this event is non-USANA specific. This is not about USANA. This event's about building a solid network marketing business. The event is October 14th through the 17th, and the only people they allow on stage are people who've made over $1 million per year. Meaning, do you want to hear from people who are earning over $100,000 a month doing this type of business? Go to this event. I purchased some tickets in advance. I'm almost sold out, so you need to talk to me if you want to get some tickets from me, but you cannot buy them. If you go to GoPro.com, you can't even buy these tickets. So contact me if you want to get a ticket from the extras that I bought. And lastly, I want to say be prepared. This is a picture of the trunk of my car. You see all those Power of Cellular Nutrition CDs? I give those to every prospect. So yeah, those CDs change my prospects' lives. Those CDs build my prospects' belief. Then when they sign up, I give them a GoPro book or a GoPro audio, and they pay me $12 cash. Okay, so I don't give them away for free. I do give away the Power of Cellular Nutrition for free, though. And then the Your Health, Your Life, Your Way newspapers you see there in the left. Be prepared. Have those in your trunk. Be ready no matter where you're at, because you never know when someone's going to need this information, when you can change a life. To finish, I want to just remind everyone of our Team DMO. Starting tomorrow, ask yourself those questions. Did you use your products every day? Did you read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material every day that day? And did you text 2 brand new people with a simple invite text? All right, guys. I'm tired, but I'm glad we did this. I want to hear from some people now. I want to hear your questions, your comments. I know we have a few guests on the line. I'm going to choose some people. Andrea Hall from Salt Lake City, Utah. I just unmuted you. Can you tell us what were your aha moments from tonight's webinar, or do you have any questions?
Well, the one that had, I guess, the biggest impact is the daily method of operation, doing those 3 things every single day.
Uh-huh. Really?
I think would have a big impact.
Yeah, and that's a new thing. Andrea, you've been with us for several years, and obviously we learned that at the GoPro event. But I'm glad that you mentioned that because I feel like that's going to be a big breakthrough for you, you know? Just doing those 3 things every day.
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Andrea. That's a great point.
You bet.
Becky Armstrong from North Carolina, I just unmuted you. Any comments or questions? What was your aha moments from tonight?
Well, I am really excited to go to the thing in Vegas. I have plane tickets.
Woo!
That's my big, when I saw that on the screen, I got all excited.
Well, awesome.
My aha moment, I guess, was just, and I hear it every time because I love to socialize and I love to sell, and I need to prospect better. And I hear over and over, and every time I hear it, I can say, yep, that's what I need to do.
Your DMO, is that what you're talking about?
Just when you approach people, don't sell them, don't, you know, I tend to just, I don't condense my contacts very well. I make 15 social contacts before I finally get to the point.
Gotcha.
And I need to condense that.
Okay.
That was good to hear.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Becky, because I'm sure other people have that challenge. What I hear you say is that your challenge right now is skill number 2, which is the invite. And I'm glad that you're working on that skill because you're going to master that skill just like you have mastered the skill of getting people's numbers in public.
Sounds good.
So actually, Becky, I want you to make an experiment this week with all the people you contact and tell us what changes you make this week to improve. Share with us something you do different that gets a result.
Okay.
We'll be waiting.
Like actually picking up the phone?
Hey, that could be it. I'll be waiting to hear from you next week at this time.
You got it.
Thank you. All right, Dennis Arns in Salt Lake City, Utah. I just unmuted you. Do you have any questions or aha moments you'd like to share with the team?
Not really. No ha-ha moments.
What about aha moments?
Or, well, I guess, however you want to pronounce it.
Right, that's funny.
No, there's a lot of good information on how to improve, you know, your business, how to improve what you're doing individually as well as a group. A lot of great stuff and a lot of exciting events coming up.
Absolutely.
All that stuff can inspire you, you know?
Yep, absolutely. Well, I look forward to meeting you when I'm in Salt Lake City.
I know. That's going to be great.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Dennis.
Thanks, Jared.
All right. Okay, let's go down to Priscilla Ramirez. What were your aha moments from tonight? I just unmuted you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a haircut.
Hey, dedication. You're doing your haircut, but you're still on listening to the webinar. Great job.
Yes. I really the DMOs were my highlight because there's several different ways you can approach people. And it's giving you different opportunities to get out there.
Yep.
So that you don't get discouraged.
Yep, a little at a time. Gets the job done. Thank you, Priscilla.
You're welcome.
All right. Megan Martinez, I just unmuted you. What were your highlights? Are you there, Megan?
No, she's asleep.
I'm good. I'm right here.
Is that Max?
Yeah, he's on his laptop.
He just called you out.
I know. Well, I can't see. He can't see me over the covers.
Hey, you know what? That's real, Megan. And you know, you're getting this all in your subconscious mind. So
yeah.
I'm good.
And you wake up at 5 in the morning, and you're still on the webinar. The webinar went a lot later than normal. So
Yeah.
I want to give you all the compliments on being on the webinar, even in your sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you, Megan. Sleep tight.
Oh.
Good night.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm up. I'm awake. I'm awake.
Oh, you are? Okay. What was your
Yeah, I'm awake. Yeah, I'm awake.
What was your highlight?
Well, the base, I like everything that, if you have any questions, everything is right here in these pages.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back and you can look. If you're not sure, you can, even if you're on the closing with somebody, you can always go back and, you know, if you're stuck or something, if you're not sure of yourself, go back, read over those questions in front of that person. Because, you know, I mean, even if they did sign up to be just a client, if somewhere swimming around in their head, they're like, maybe I can be an associate. Look at her. She's just reading the questions right to me. You know what I mean? And and to me, that's a lot less intimidating. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If I could just read it to them, and then they'll notice, oh, well, maybe I can do that too. If she's doing it, I can do it.
Well said, Megan.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it any better. And that is exactly what the client is thinking. Can I do this? Is this too hard? But
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You know, then it's easy.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you for sharing that, Megan. That's a very good point.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. All right, next I want to actually open the line up to Linda Duke, who is a dear friend of mine and USANA associate for over 10 years. Linda, what was your highlights from tonight?
Oh, lots of them, Jared. First of all, I'd like to just thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to be a guest on this webinar tonight. I have to say, to all your teammates are extremely blessed to be on your team, to be a part of Viola and Randy's team, and it was everything. It was so professional, so thorough. You're so engaging. You're so specific. Everything's right here, and just like your team name says, the duplication, which is where the success comes from, is duplication, that everyone can do this, and you have just laid it out on here just so simply about how everything that you're doing can be duplicated. And I just love all of the participation that you have from all your teammates. I love all of the recognition that you're giving your teammates, and just really, really, really impressed. Great, great job. You're just awesome, Jared.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Linda. I really appreciate the compliment, and I'm excited to see you take these skills and apply them to your team and see the same growth.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Awesome. Thanks for being on tonight, and thanks for your kind words.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, so I've heard from most everybody, and I just want to end by saying thank you all for being on the webinar, and I want to give the final word to my mom and dad to hear what Mom and Dad, what your highlights were from tonight, and also any questions or announcements. I know you said that there's another event in Salt Lake City happening this upcoming weekend.
There is a mixer, a skincare mixer at the home of, well, it's with Karen Stewart's team.
Okay.
And Diana Holderness. They're planning on Friday in Payson. So it'll be their first one. We're not even going to be able to be with them, but I'm sure they're going to do a great job because they have the training manual. And so it's just going to be, I'm excited to hear from them next week to see how that goes. I'm sure they're going to be awesome. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's duplication right there.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, it is.
Train them, you've
That's
shown
what
them
we all want.
the training manual, you've hosted 3 or 4, or how many have you hosted with them?
They have come to one with us.
So you've only done
Yeah.
one with them, and already they're stepping out and hosting their own event.
They are.
We didn't actually do it with them. They showed up to Betty's, so they saw how it was done, Betty Myers.
Okay, so they observed them something, and then you equipped them with the manual and the slides, and basically allowed them to go and be the leaders.
Yes.
Right, right. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah. Well, that's phenomenal. And, you know, I still, I mean, obviously you guys are out of town this week, so this is a big win. But I just want to encourage you and Dad as their leaders to still maybe go to an event that they host in the future, just to make sure that everything is having precise duplication, because it's such an art. And, you know, maybe do a few like that with them just to help them improve their game before you totally cut them loose.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And honestly, I know I didn't need to tell you that. I know you're going to do that anyways, but I want people listening to know that, you know, it's not just like a lottery where they sign up and one day they see a mixer and then they go do their own. Like, there's got to be several where they get trained on it, and then you can cut them loose. So I know you guys already know that, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to say that, because I want people to know that.
But again, that also is credit to your system. Or not only do you have a slideshow for doing it, you also have a recording that they can watch or even play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
for
true.
it. So, you know, I feel that they're in good hands with that. You know, if we were in town, we've been there, but just
sure.
We have a new grandson to go see.
That's exciting. That's right. You're going to be with your brand new grandson in Portland, Oregon.
Yep.
Now, how wonderful that you have a USANA business that allows you the time and money to travel and see your grandson.
Yep, so true.
Yeah, we are very fortunate and blessed. We do not take this for granted, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Mom and Dad. Go ahead.
I did hear from Helen. She's had trouble getting tied in audio-wise, but she's listened to it all. I asked her what was her highlight of this webinar, and she says how to approach friends and clients.
Well then, that was a successful webinar.
Yep, and that she learned a lot from tonight.
Oh, good.
So, and I'll, we'll tie her in, or I'll work with her during this week to make sure that her audio is working for our next webinar.
Okay. Well, Dad, thank you for all the hard work that you've done this week, and Mom as well. I know both of you put a tremendous effort into the recognition slides and the announcement slides, and thank you for covering for me those 15 minutes that I was sweating bullets trying to get this thing up and running. But thank you all for being on the webinar, and we really appreciate you. We're going to unmute the lines right now, and I want to just have everybody say good night and God bless. So, Dad, can you unmute the lines?
Getting there.
He's unmuting everybody one at a time. Everyone's going to be unmuted all at the same time so that you can say good night and God bless.
Good night, God bless, amen, amen.
All right, you're all unmuted. Good night and God bless.
Good night, God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night, and God bless.
Good night.
Good night, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jared.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Andy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And Viola.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care of you.